A decade after its predecessor blog initially captured the world's attention, Max's Gossip Girl reboot saw the soapy teen drama revamped for the modern age, with a new batch of Constance Billard students navigating the Instagram era. Season 2 picks up right where we left off, after the New Year's Eve party in Season 1. While some storylines require this continuity, others feel like they would have benefited from at least a brief time skip because they are becoming stale. The second season of the show takes up after Julian ditches her social media image as an influencer and strives to develop a genuine sisterly relationship with Zoya. Even Aki, Audrey, and Max, who are attempting to maintain equilibrium in their new relationship, are nevertheless affected by Julian's arrangement with Gossip Girl. In the meantime, a fresh challenger for Julian appears, with intriguing results. At Aki's father's house in Hudson, the second season opener begins just after Julian's New Year's trip has ended. After Obi leaves everyone's life, Zoya concentrates on developing her own personality. As their love develops, Max, Aki, and Audrey decide to start a family. In the meantime, Julian quits being famous on Instagram and teams up with Gossip Girl, giving her recommendations that are a combination of fact and fiction. The entire group gathers once more, with the exception of Obi, when the second semester of school soon begins. With their new living situation, Julian and Zoya fight to establish themselves as sisters. On the other hand, as Nick shows himself to be a skilled caregiver for Julian, their bond gets better. Zoya, meanwhile, feels left out and doesn't like how close Julian and Nick are becoming. In addition, Julian makes the decision to concentrate on her educational goals and job goals. She must, however, improve her academic performance and communicate with Miss Kate Keller, the creator of Gossip Girl, who Julian is unaware of. Mike, the school's absent Russian classics instructor, introduces himself to Kate. However, after Mike claims Kate's office, they get off to a bad start. Meanwhile, Audrey is ecstatic about her new connections with Aki and Max. Even while everything is going well, Max worries that Audrey and Aki don't truly care about him. So, he requests that they declare their relationship to the public. But Aki and Audrey come up with justifications to put off the discovery. Max concludes that Aki and Audrey do not want him in the relationship as a result. He issues them an ultimatum as a result. Luna and Monet converse about Julian's demise as the queen bee during this time, and Monet decides she no longer wants to aid in enhancing Julian's public image. She intends to go to the debutante ball that her relatives, the DeHaans, are hosting. As it would offer her followers something to talk about when Julian vanishes from social media, Luna recommends that Julian must also attend the ball. Although Monet agrees to invite Julian, it appears that she has other plans. Kate advises Julian to concentrate on her extracurricular activities if she wants to stand a chance of getting into a reputable university. Julian makes the decision to go to the ball as a result. She persuades Zoya to assist her with the exercise. Zoya reluctantly consents but invites Shan, a new friend, to the session. Since all females are required to be escorted by their dads to the ball, Nick decides to chaperone Julian. At the ball, Max coerces Audrey and Aki into admitting their love, but they resist because of the strain. Max acknowledges his error, though, and chooses to wait until Audrey and Aki are prepared to share their unorthodox love with the public before doing so. At the ball, Monet executes her strategy. The DeHaan family has changed the debutante ball into a more open and progressive occasion, despite criticism for its retrograde views. However, other concepts still have retrograde overtones, such as the women needing men to accompany them to the event. The same point is made when one of the participants asks to bring her girlfriend along, but is denied. The contestant's girlfriend, however, will attend the celebration thanks to Zoya and Shan's arrangements. To her surprise, her father unexpectedly shows up at the occasion during Julian's introduction. Instead of her father, Monet announces herself as queer and is with her partner. Zoya and Shan's actions, however, prevent her from getting the anticipated reaction. Ultimately, a fight breaks out at the ball when Monet assaults Zoya and fights Julian. According to Monet, she invited Julian's father to discredit her friend in order to steal the show for herself. By coming out as queer while attending the ball, Monet aimed to criticize the ball's retrograde notions. But when her scheme doesn't work, she accuses Julian and Zoya. Later, Julian and Zoya work out their differences and develop as sisters. In the final scene of the episode, Julian confronts Monet and demands an explanation regarding her behavior. Monet admits that she no longer wants to be Julian's assistant since Julian does not recognize the significance and consequence of her status. Monet wants Julian's crown as a result. Despite Moment's insistence that she will battle Julian and take it away, Julian is glad to accept her offer. Thus, the episode concludes with Julian appearing to accept Monet's challenge once she formally introduces herself as her rival.